A very good late evening. Here I have compiled almost 47 questions that came in the UGC NET examination of economics in on the 29th June. So I haven't verified the answers of some of the questions due to the lack of information. Most of the questions I have verified, but some of the questions which are basically related to the data, I mean, the questions of Indian economy, which dealt with the budget receipts and data related questions, I haven't verified those answers properly by the help of the reports. Okay, so you can re-verify that. So these are the major important major questions that arrived in the examination. Beta 2, coefficient of skewness for normal distribution is 0. Mean deviation is equal to 4 by 5 of standard deviation. Fourth moment of normal distribution is 2 into sigma to the power 4. There were basically 5 statements, and out of 5 statements, these are the 3 statements that are correct. Okay, so that was basically the first question. That out of the 5 options, which two or which one are correct? So basically, these three are the correct options. Okay. Now leading to the next question. Okay, no, this is not the next question. Sorry. Leading to the next question, crowded city side walk. It is non-excludable but rivalrous. There are 4 options: excludable and rivalrous, non-excludable and non-rivalrous, non-excludable and rivalrous and excludable. And this type of 4 options are there. And out of those 4 options, this is the correct option, that it is non-excludable but rivalrous. Sharing FDI in descending order, computer software, automobile, hospital, cement, non-conventional energy. I haven't verified it by the help of the reports. I have just given it to Google, and Google has given me the solution. But all of these solutions that are being provided here for the question one or question two or most of the questions, I have verified the answers. So you don't have to take worry about that. False about Herod-Doman model. What is a false statement about the Herod-Doman model? There are 4 statements. Out of that, this statement is basically a false statement, that G, that is the actual growth rate, can be greater than natural growth rate in long run. This is the false statement about Herod-Doman model. Then there is a utility function given here, subject to a budget constant. We have to find out the value of x and y. The term third world was coined by Alfred Sobey. Demonetizing growth was given by Jagdish Bhagwati. Descending order, we have to arrange the taxes as per the descending order in 2025-26. At first, the corporation tax, then income tax, then custom tax, then union and excise tax. Rio Summit 1992, Kyoto Protocol 1997, Minamata Convention, Stockholm Convention 2017 and 2001. These are basically the chronological order. We have to arrange it on the basis of the chronological order. Small enterprise, medium and micro enterprise. Investment for small enterprise is 25 crore. For turnover is 100 crore. Medium size enterprises, investment is 125 CR. Turnover is 500. For micro, 2.5 CR and 10 CR. So basically there are 4 statements given, and we have to identify which are the 3 correct statements about that. Total cost given, total revenue given, you have to find out the profit maximizing output. New classicals, what are the, this question basically came in the form that what are the correct options in case of new classical theory. So it is rational expectation, it is a correct statement. 1970s correct statement. Complete wage price flexibility correct. Random error correct, and Robert Lucas. Robert Lucas was the main propounder. As per I can remember that 1970s was the option that was not given in the question. The question told about 1950. So that was basically wrong option. All the other options were correct in that question. Tension multiplier is fold. We have to find out the marginal propensity to save. Here I have solved it for you. You can go through it. MGF, moment generating function of normal, binomial and Poisson distribution. All of this is given here. MGF of normal is given e to the power mu t plus 1 by 2 sigma square t square. Binomial is given. Poisson is also given. Lexicographic ordering violates which axiom of indifference curve? That is convexity. Okay. Income elasticity, if it is greater than 1, the good is luxurious good. Cross elasticity greater than 1, the good is substitute good. Money supply changes and it leads to an impact on the price level. All the other things are same. This was four options were given that as per the classicals, which one is correct. So out of these four options, this is the correct option. Main proposition of Stolper-Samuelson theorem, this was directly given, right? A rise in relative price of a good will lead to a rise in relative real income of the factor intensively used. There are four options given there, and this is the correct option. Calder's first theory, Calder's second theory, Calder's third theory, and Okun's law. This is the matching that came. Monetary theory product by Sampu missed to write the year, and general theory of employment, interest, and money. We have to match it in a chronological order. This also came. If substitution effect is negative but income effect is positive, then the good is, but the substitution effect is dominating. That means we know that price effect is basically what? It is income effect plus substitution effect, right? So substitution effect is negative, but income effect is positive. But the substitution effect dominates. Means suppose it is minus 10 and it is plus 8. So in that case, we will get the value as minus 2, right? So the price effect will be negative, and price effect is negative in case of inferior good, but not different. E to the power minus 2x integration will be or minus 1 by 2 e to the power minus x plus c. Total percentage share of energy. Um, Solar has the highest out of all these four sectors. Hydro has second position, nuclear has fourth, and wind has third. Imitating country. This question comes from the product innovation theory. Imitating country undersells innovating country in which stage? Maturity stage or fourth stage. Which one is spurious? High R square with low value is spurious. Low value with high R square is also spurious. Euler's theorem, marginal productivity of capital into capital plus marginal productivity of labor into labor is equal to Q. This is a very easy question that came. Consumer surplus, you have to find it. I have completed it here and the answer will be around 2.67. Poisson distribution, Poisson variate with a means lambda. Probability of x plus 1 will be e to the power minus lambda into lambda to the power x plus 1 by x plus 1 factorial. No Nash equilibrium in which came stagnant has Nash equilibrium. Prisoner's dilemma has. Matching pen is also has a Nash equilibrium. And there was another option that I can't remember. That was basically the answer of this question. What is bootstrapping? It is basically a technique used to estimate the sampling distribution of the statistic. Okay, this question is probably repeated. Theory of population given by Malthus, ILS. Indirect square was used in the reduced form equation. It is a question that came from econometrics. A lot of questions came from econometrics and statistics this time. Effective rate of protection was basically T minus EITI by 1 minus AI. MPC. As MPC marginal propensity to consume increases, IS curve becomes steeper as the slope rises of the IS curve. A, first die is getting a odd result. B is the event that denotes second die getting a odd result. And C is the event that tells us the sum of both dice getting a odd result. So basically probability of A intersection, if you have to find it, it is 1 by 4. Probability of B intersection is it is 1 by 4 and probability of A intersection B intersection C is 0. X bar given, y bar given, dxy, dy is given. We have to find out the regression line y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar. So the answer will be this. Okay. I am not going to explain all this answer right now because if you want a detailed video on the explanations of all these answers, I will make a separate video. Do let me know in the comments. But for now, I am just making the questions being prepared here and the answers. Nothing more. I mean, no, not any specific explanation of the answers. A country is capital abundant if the capital labor ratio is more in that country than another country, or if the relative price ratio of the factor in that country is less in comparison to another country. Chi-square moments. I am not sure whether this question came in the exam, but as far I can remember, there was a question about chi-square. So if it came, then this will be the answer. Mean will be k, variance will be 2k. Okay, so this was thing. Foreign trade policy 2023 import with Somalia, Indian trade relations open to Iraq. These are the two statements that are correct. There are some other statements in that question also that are probably correct also. One student out of three has passed the first paper. One student out of four has passed paper two. One student out of two has passed paper three. Find the probability of a student not passing any subjects. So in that case, I am just telling you, you have to find out probability of first paper pass, that will be 1 by 3. Then you have to find out probability of first paper fail, that is basically 2 by 3. Right? It is nothing but probability of first paper pass in this complement. Again, I am telling you, if you want more detailed videos of the solution, I will upload it to let me know in the comments. Second paper pass, the probability will be probably given as 1 by 4. And second paper failed is 3 by 4. And the last paper, that is third paper passed, is 1 by 1 by 2 years. And probability of third paper fail is 1 by 2. Now we have to find out the probability of first paper fail, intersection, second paper fail, intersection, third paper fail. It implies what? That we are finding out the intersection of the cases where they have failed. So if I find out the probability of first paper fail, intersection, second paper fail, intersection, third paper failed, that means I'm basically finding out this region, which is basically they haven't passed. That what is the probability that they haven't passed in any of the exams? This region, right? So the formula will be intersection. So the formula will be first paper failed into probability of second paper failed into probability of third paper failed, as they are two independent events. If you want more detailed explanations, I am not going to explain it now. I will make another separate video for that. And you have to just multiply 2 by 3 with 3 by 4 with 1 by 2, and you will get the answer. Positive externality means one part is gained without any intended cost. Gauss theorem implies that if well-defined property rights are given, then negative externality can be, or any kind of externality can be dealt with. Integration of x plus 5 by x minus 3 is basically x square by 5 plus x square by 2 plus 5 log x minus 3x plus c. This is a question that I have taken, but the answers are not being able to prepare. I mean, it's not available to me right now. Okay. So thank you. I hope you all have given a great exam. All the best.